Rivers community protests killing of indigents, and from the foreign Thank you very much for joining us tonight on the news at 7 on Osrc television. I am Oyewumi Ayinara. Says his passion to promote the in the South Senatorial District of the state who gave him a rousing reception. The governor renewed his pledge to make people of the state the focal point of his administration. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports that the governor was met with much excitement in Ore, Okutepopa and Igbokoda.
This homecoming marks the first time that Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa will visit his country home of Igbokoda after.
We are endorsing His Excellency Lucky Mr. Aiyedatiwa.
By praying for the success of his administration, thanking the crowd for their show of love and support, Governor Aiyedatiwa said their support and prayers have been a source for him. The governor promised not to be far from home, saying as the first Ilaje son to be governor, the people Osrc News.
Move to a more cost-effective tariff model, though the minister's aide, Bolaji Tunji, clarified that his principal did not advocate subsidy removal, but craved the need to address the illiquid issues in the electricity sector. According to Mr. Adelabu, Nigerians still pay the lowest tariff for power across West Africa. The minister said countries like Ghana, Ivory Coast, Niger pay almost more than double of Nigeria's electricity tariff, appealed to the federal government to stop any plan for such at this time. This has generated reactions from some Nigerians.
We keep having subsidy removal here and there are no cushion effects and palliatives to allow people to be able to at least meet up with the challenges. I don't think it's coming at the right time. This might even aggravate the condition of the average living standard of Nigerians, and then I don't know what might come out of it. I think government should be responsive enough to understand the situation of an average Nigeria at the moment and what they are going through. The high cost of living has not given anyone that opportunity again to attract any of these policies that will remove so-said subsidy.
The removal of subsidy, I give kudos to Mr. President. I haven't done this. I don't see a reason for us to again. Economically, there is hardship there, though the economy had not collapsed, which I feel the reason for the removal on electricity might be too tough for the people to bear.
According to the Minister of Power, Nigeria owes a substantial debts amounting to 1.3 trillion naira to electricity at the removal of subsidy on petrol.
We have not removed subsidy. We have only 1 hour lights, and we are paying so heavily, and we are having like 1 hour lights in 24 hours. So, and I don't think it's wise for you to be devaluing the naira and removing subsidy also in the of inflation in the country. So I don't think it's Abia State partner with private sector, have a 24-hour lights, have production plan.
Concerned Nigerians also urged government at all levels to consider alternative and sustainable means of generating power.
So there are other sources of energy, renewable energy going on right now, and competitions are there. So energy sector now is opening up into so many ways. People have alternative ways, but the government should provide a conducive atmosphere for people, to be able to explore and exploit other sources of renewable energy.
According to the federal government, Nigeria gets about 40,000 megawatts of electricity from generators powered by petrol and diesel, while power generation and supply from its national grid is between 3,500 megawatts and 4,500
Meanwhile, Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu has summoned chief executives of Abuja Electricity Distribution Company and Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company in order the worsening power supply in their regions. Also summoned is the Managing Director, Transmission, Dr. Olisa Gakuba, says President Bola Tinubu every state must produce a minister. Suggesting a way out of the present economic crisis, Agbakoba asserted that the federal government needs to pass as a matter of urgency the Social Security Act, which we use existing data to identify people who are entitled to palliative meant to cushion the effect of petrol subsidy removal. The Inspector General of Police has secured the forfeiture in January. Empty Kali vessel was arrested with 20 crew and accomplices from the communities while siphoning illegal crude oil in Bayelsa State. The combined team of Tantita operatives and the Navy arrested MT Arbor Spirit on.
Iskilu, báwo la ti fẹ́ sanwó ni? Farabalẹ̀. 1,000. We go wash play tire o. Farabalẹ̀ náà.
A fún yín ní owó pé káàdì Glo ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún 10,000.
Oh yeah.
Bring your phone.
Ha! 10,000.
1,000 naira credit. Now you dey turn to 10,000.
Now. All of us don't know about Glo Berekete. Ní ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá nísìnyí.
Ṣé o ti gbọ́? Ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá ló máa gbà lórí iyekíye tó o bá rà sórí ohun ìpè Glo Berekete 10 times rẹ.
I told you. Na wa go tell.
Enjoy now. Great taste, great fun. Capri Sun, the taste of fun.
Thank you very much for rejoining us. You can watch us live on our website at www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel OSRC TV Ondo. Akure, the Ondo State capital, is Ministry of Works has announced the plan to commence the repair of damaged expansion joints of the long bridge along the Lagos of the explained that the earth road beside the Shagamu-bound carriageway would be made motorable to serve as a complementary road, while advising other road users to use alternative routes. She advised all road users to be patient and adhere to lane discipline on both approaches to the long bridge and around the narrow sections of the bridge. Members of the Gema community, the quarters of the Gema local government area of River State, have protested out of the government house in Port Harcourt demanding investigation into alleged killing and the prosecution of perpetrators. Opinion leaders said at least 16 persons were killed on Friday are still being detained by the militias. The group officer ordered for action. Inmates at the correctional center in Jos are protesting by the custodial center. The inmates reportedly refused to take orders from the custodial officials while shunning their breakfast. Confirming the development, controller of Jos Correctional Center, Raphael Ibinui, said the decision to reduce the food ration was prompted by the high cost of living in the country. He condemned the protest as unnecessary, stressing that the food challenge and cost of items is a national issue that the federal government is already addressing. Operatives of the Nigerian Army, in collaboration with civilian joint task force, have invaded terror the recovery of the Ghana troops neutralized 3 terrorists and recovered sophisticated weapons as well as cartridges. And now to the foreign scene. Iranians are voting for a new parliament.
Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei cast in 2022. Anti-government protests were sparked by the death in custody of a young Iranian Kurdish woman, Mahsa Amini. Pro-reform Iranians have painful memories of the violent crackdown that followed, involving mass detentions, Islamic Revolution, and the election is the first formal measure of public opinion since then. Official polls suggest only about 41% are discouraging voters. Distributing the hashtags Vote No Vote and election circles widely on social media. Imprisoned Nobel Peace Prize laureate Narges Mohammadi, a women's rights activist, has called the election a sham. Hardliners have dominated Iran's parliament for more than 2 decades. It wields little influence, since Khamenei determines East.
And not leaving the foreign scene yet, Donald Trump has returned to court as a judge hinted could delay his criminal
top secret document until August 12, right into the thick of the U.S. presidential. The trial just a presidential candidate. The document trial is just one of 4 criminal trials trailing Trump as he once again seeks the White House.
Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with felony violations of our national security laws, as well as participating in a conspiracy to obstruct justice.
Prosecutors accuse the former president of mishandling government documents and misleading government agents trying to recover them.
They want to keep me nice and busy so I can't campaign so hard, but maybe we won't have to campaign so hard because the other side is incompetent.
In all cases, Trump and his legal strategy seems to be to delay the trials